In a world of podcasts, one rises in the night to destroy them all. The elder god in an ocean of noise, the Cthulhu of the airwaves. This is Spoiler Country.
It's working. You would think after almost 10 years of doing this, we'd know how to do this better each time. Because we're coming up on 9 years of doing the show.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a soft reboot, right? I mean, we've done sessions like 6 months ago to a year ago. We're like, we're back. Not really.
We're back-ish. No, we've released something at least every 6 months. So, I mean, we're still around. Yeah. We need to do more. Also, but we should do our intro, and we should do the intro like we used to do the intro, because I miss that. I miss the energy.
It gets to you after a while.
I know. I miss the energy, though. It was such a great way to start the show. It pumped us up.
Back.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Got all the energy and the excitement right there.
Yeah, but see, now I can see all my comics. I like that.
Yeah, I can see.
It might.
Well, I have one comic right there, but you can't see it.
It might.
I don't know. Can you tell what that is?
Nope.
Right there? Oh. That's the Arrival in the Supergirl Arrival statue, and then behind it is Action Comics 252.
Oh,
two
nice.
copies of it.
Yeah.
For Supergirl.
And then because we're recording locally, it's a much wider shot, which will get condensed to what you see to this, right? We'll cut it down. Like this because I don't want people seeing the mess that is in these two directions.
Right. Same. I got mess, and it'll be nice and skim here.
Fan, water bottle I haven't opened yet.
I can't hear your fan at all.
Oh, the fan's not on. It's too cold out.
Oh, well, usually I can't. That's why I can't hear it. It's not
can
on.
You hear it if I turn it on?
I didn't last time.
Oh, well, it's not even plugged in, so.
Yeah, I have a fan on with a heater fan. You can't hear it, so it's
yeah.
So what are we talking about today? What are we doing?
I don't know. We've had everybody's been so busy.
I know, it's been crazy.
Yeah, it's been
what have you been up to?
I've been working on local stuff in my home network, like building out my home lab. Like what we see each other on now, we don't use outside stuff. So we don't use Zoom, we don't use Facebook. We use my own conference calling system. Well, it's not my own. It's an open source system called Nextcloud that anybody could do.
Yeah.
But it works really good. Well, it works good for two people. Because if you want the high performance back end
most of the time,
right, where you can have like 5, 6, 100 people, you have to basically get the enterprise level, which then they want you to pay for. And this is just I'm at home guy, so
right.
So anyways, I've been working on that, and then I got some work stuff that I'm working on that I'm hoping will make a difference. And then, of course, I'm working on Supernatural Baby Detective issues 3 and 4. Yeah. Which is taking longer than it should. I'm excited for those to get done. It's kind of driving me nuts. RAM is just itching to go. But there's, there's issues of having the money to pay people. So, and you want to make sure that you have that before you start having people commit to things. Yeah.
Yep. Which that's kind of good the way you went into that, because we had talked about this episode, which I think we should do, basically being burnout. We're balancing life, work, and all the fun stuff we do. So I think that's our topic of the day right there is balancing all of the shit we do and kind of going over what we're doing this year, because it's going to be a busy ass year.
It is, and I'm trying to figure out, because I'm sending my kid to Korea for a couple weeks. Her and her mom for vacation. They were supposed to go on a cruise, and we paid the down payment for the cruise, you know, and then you have a certain amount of time to pay it. Well, in my mind, I thought I had until like the mid-February to pay it, and it was supposed to be November. And honestly, I just kind of forgot. I even forgot about it. You know what I mean? Should have set up a payment plan. I should have set up like a automatic thing, but I didn't, and I just forgot about it. And then we got an email, "Hey, your trip's been canceled," and I felt horrible. You know what I mean? I felt horrible because the kid was really looking forward to it, excited. Really wanting to go, and you know, and her uncle was going, and it was just like, oh, I totally messed that up. So I'm like, okay, well, what's another place that we can go that we don't have to sit there and try to get on a cruise and do all this stuff? You know what I mean? And she loves all things Korea right now. So, and it's expensive, but it's not astronomically expensive. And the exchange rate once you're there is very is favorable.
It's crazy because everybody thinks like overseas travel is so expensive, but I was actually looking through the thing, and then I like did the math in a spreadsheet because I'm a dork like that. And it is actually from Washington State where we're at. It is cheaper for us to take a family of 4 to Tokyo Disney for a week than it is for us to take our family of 4 to Disney World for a week. And that blows my mind.
And you get to experience a whole different culture.
Yeah. Just because Disney World in Florida is so expensive, and the tickets to Japan from Seattle are almost the same as the tickets to Orlando.
Yeah. So that's what's kind of been going on. It's crazy. I ended up my boss at work ended up retiring, and they said, "Hey, can you take this team over?" I was like, "Okay."
That's a battlefield promotion right there.
Kinda. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the butt because there's a lot to it, and it just doesn't.
Oh yeah.
The transition wasn't great. You know what I mean? Like I got this spreadsheet last 2 weeks ago. Hey, we need this filled out by within the next 3 days. And when you're looking at it, you're like, "What the hell is this?" Something I've never seen in my life before.
Yeah. On Friday, I had to sit down with my boss and randomly go through and like do rough estimate itemization of what myself and everybody on my team does in a day, like time, like. How much time are you spending doing X, Y, and Z? Because they're doing a time budget for 2026. And so I had to, since I manage a team of 5 people, I had to do like estimate how much time they're spending on stuff and then how much time I'm spending on stuff. Like out of the blue it came. I wasn't expecting to spend an hour and a half on Friday doing that, and I did.
Yeah, but you started a whole new job.
It's weird being a manager. I did, yeah. I changed jobs over summer, like randomly. I wasn't looking for a job.
People love to hear this stuff about us.
I know, especially since the job market sucks.
We just lost like 2 subscribers right now.
I know. Well, my wife's been out of work since June or something like that, and she's a product manager, and she's been trying to find work. And I'm like, well, at the time back in July and stuff, I hated my job, but I was like, well, I'm going to stick it out because it's a job, and I can't have both of us out of work. But once she had a job, I was going to, probably start looking for a job. But then I got a random email from a recruiter about this new company that is in the same space.
And it was a real email.
And
you know what I mean?
Real email, and not AI. Yeah, not AI, not automation. It was a real email from a guy in California. And the company, I knew about the company because it was founded by a couple of guys that used to work where I was working. So I knew I'd worked with them before.
You knew the people.
Like 4 or 5 people. Yeah. There was like 4 or 5 people who worked there that I knew that worked there. So I was aware of the company, and I interviewed, and then I did. I met the boss that I had originally. Then I met some other people in the company, and the interviews went really well. And then I ended up getting the job randomly out of nowhere. And am I still on?
Yeah.
And we're back. That was fun. Oh my God.
Oh, now your camera looks better too.
Yeah. That was crazy. All of a sudden my laptop just crashed because for some reason the recording maxed out my hard drive and I didn't realize I was running out of space. So quickly deleted files we're back.
I use my NAS.
I know. I need to set to record off my computer. I'll have to do it after this. Where was I? I was talking about my new job. So, yeah, I got reached out by a recruiter. I interviewed, ended up going really well. It's a smaller company, which I like, and they hired me. I was hired as like a technical lead, but then when I get in there, it's that plus like actually managing a team. So I'm managing a team of 5 people, as well as doing the work too. So I'm like a working manager, which I like a lot. But I wasn't expecting to be a manager, but it is kind of nice to have that responsibility and to like report up to the leadership team and kind of have a lot of say in the way things go. It's nice because I'm coming into this company with 15 years experience in this industry, so I've got a lot of experience, more than most people that are there. So I have a lot of intrinsic value to what's going on there, and it's nice. Ended up going to San Diego for like a big company meeting in September. And that was a lot of fun. Got to meet the whole team, meet my team and the whole company. It's been really good. It's been like the first time in, I don't know, at least 10 years where I actually liked my job. I actually like going to work in the morning and doing what I'm doing. I've been doing a lot of little scripting and programs, writing automation programs and scripting to take a lot of the stuff that we do that was manual and automate it. So I've probably...
Not to be too geeky, but what are you writing your automation in?
Python.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I like Python. It's pretty straightforward and it's easy to understand, and it's what I was working on learning before I started doing this stuff. But yeah, so I write all in Python. I've been writing these scripts to automate most of what my job does. I took a process that was super annoying that was taking us, we have like 10 customers we have to do this one special thing for that would take like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half per customer to do the process. And now the process
Every
takes...
day or?
Once a month.
Oh.
But now the process
So how many
takes us
customers?
about 10, 15 or so. A lot of manual stuff, but now and then if you break it down to the part that the script automates would take anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes per customer. And now that process takes less than a minute per customer, no matter who the customer is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice when you can figure that out. And do
Right. Well,
something like that.
All I did is the original stuff we were doing had to do it like file by file, like in series. And I just took it like, we can do this all parallel. Like once we have the information, we can, instead of doing it, having to do it one at a time and type in information. If we have the information prior, we just need to put that into a details file or a little text file and have the program read that and say, okay, here's the variables, and now process the whole thing. And it has saved a ton of time. And then I've done about, I think I said like a dozen or so scripts that automate stuff, and then I updated some scripts that other people wrote, which has been great. I got 2 guys on my team that are pretty good at script writing out. One guy who's brand new, who's never done it before, but I kind of gave him a crash course in writing Python. And he wrote his first script last week, and it worked, and he had a lot of fun doing it. He's working on a second one now.
Python is so accessible. There's
It's super.
so many tutorials. You go on YouTube, and it's just hours and hours of people showing you how to do it, what to do, from the beginning all the way to a super advanced. It's a good language to learn.
It is. And actually, Kaylee's actually writing a script in Python now too, just for fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the job's been great. Like I was not expecting to change jobs, and like I actually like my job, which is a first for me in a long time. It's funny because when I talked to my therapist about changing jobs, he was super excited because he'd been telling me to quit for like 6 months.
It's tough to, I know, dude. That's what. It's funny when you talk to people, and they tell you, "Well, you just need to do this. You'll be happy."
Yeah, that's
Not
hard.
always.
Yeah,
I still need to pay the bills, man.
right.
Things don't just work themselves out.
I wish they
And
would.
there's other people
sometimes.
relying on me. It's not just if I'm by myself. That's an easier decision to make.
Really, it is. But having kids, yeah.
Yeah, but you just need to start thinking. This is where I want to get to. And I think if you start thinking about that on a day to day, you will start to make small decisions in your life that start impacting you to get to that point. It's kind of crazy. Like I wholly believe in self-fulfilling prophecies.
I agree.
That if you do the little things to make these steps start to happen, it starts to snowball.
I used to make fun of it, like the whole like power of positive thinking thing, but like that shit actually works. Like if you're thinking positive, it makes you like, it's not the thinking that makes it work. It's the thinking that makes your brain think positively about something to move forward with it, which is insane.
Yeah. Well, it's just weird because you start to do like, it's like you're working on things and all of a sudden you're taking these baby steps that you don't even realize that you're taking. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And thinking, like telling yourself, okay, I'm going to be in a good mood today, I think does make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I go to bed and I wake up, okay, I'm going to wake up at 6:30. I'm going to feel refreshed. I just tell myself that before bed. Doesn't always work, but sometimes I wake up like, oh yeah.
That never works for me.
Yeah.
Dude, I set my alarm for 6 and oh my gosh, I have to fight not to sit there and say, Alexa, snooze. No, Alexa, stop.
Right. I have alarm. I go off at my alarm goes off at 6:15. I get up at 6:15. I let the dogs out. I put coffee on. I wake kids up, and then I lay back down. Then I get up at like I take my morning meds and stuff by 6:30, and then I get out of bed fully at like 6:45 to leave and get all the kids.
Because we're old.
Like yeah,
we have to take meds at night and in the morning.
Yep, I take meds every morning, sometimes at night, depending upon the day.
I'm at 6 pills a day, dude. It's ridiculous.
If you count vitamins, I take, I think 6 every morning.
You can't count vitamins.
It's a pill.
Vitamins.
It's a pill.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
not a pill you have to take.
According to my doctor, I have to take vitamins. So
that's good. I'm glad you're taking them.
Me too. I lost all that weight we talked about before, and then I as you do when you lose a bunch of weight, you end up putting some back on. I did, and I put on.
I got down to 199. Now I'm at 215.
I got down to 195. And I'm back up to more than 215, but I got up to more than where I want to be, and so now I'm working on going back down. I got a little lenient with food.
I fluctuate between 210 and 215.
Yeah, I got down to 195, and now I'm back up to like 245 or something like that.
No.
So I got up to 255 or something like that. So
yeah, but the only thing, one, you're a few inches taller than me.
Yeah.
So you having a little bit more weight is okay. Because you're like me, mine goes all in my gut and my chest, which is the worst areas for it to go. But for the most part, it goes all over.
Yeah.
Do you have to take care of something?
No. My son just called and I just texted him real quick. We're good.
Oh. So, I think, and like for me, I think it's easier for me to keep some of this weight off because I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
So there's no sugar. I can't eat sugar. I can't have a lot of carbs. Yep. And it's not it's not a choice. And that's how I think of it. You know what I mean?
I was in that mindset for a while when I was like, I can't do sugar. I can't do a lot of carbs and cheese. It's not good for my body.
Cheese not so bad. It's when you mix it with the carbs that it can,
I do good about, I don't eat a lot of bread. I do have I like burritos. So I do have tortillas, but I do the carb smart tortillas. So there are less carbs and stuff on that. And I don't do a lot of sugar because sugar makes me not feel well. I don't do red meat because red meat does not do well for me. But I like sweets. So I drink sugar-free soda, and if I drink soda or sugar-free drinks, if I drink drinks. But
Coke Zero, man, is my friend.
Coke Zero is great. I do all sugar-free stuff. But I like ice cream and I like pie, and then I got a little too lenient with the rules on my own rules for don't eat stuff too much, and I indulge, and then I end up.
That's my problem, dude. Is the indulgement.
Yeah,
that was my issue. It's like, a cookie's not enough. I got to have 6.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, stop. I'm not even hungry. Why am I having cookies? I don't want this.
Yeah, dude, I struggle with that. I actually thinking I still need to go maybe see a therapist or somebody about it because I still struggle where I want to just eat. You know what I mean? And I think it was a coping mechanism.
It is.
From when I was little. My mom and dad split, and I was skinny, and then my dad left. And that summer, I think I just ate and ate and ate. Yep. And I don't think I've ever recouped that.
It's 100%. It's the same for me.
It created a mindset, and it created a thing that just goes on. But yeah.
I found comfort in food growing up. My parents found if I'm comforted. So I'm sad, I eat. I'm happy, I eat. I'm bored, I eat.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Like the only time in my life that I don't like, besides like when I fix my brain a little bit to lose all that lose 100 and some pounds, was like if I'm super depressed, I'm not hungry. So the only time I would never eat is when I was like feeling super shitty and just like straight up fucking hating myself. But that's not a healthy way to lose weight, obviously.
Right. Yeah. All the way up until my heart attack in 2023.
Yeah.
It would be like I'd be driving down the road, and this is what it felt like. I'd be driving down the road, and then all of a sudden there's a package of Hostess donuts in my hand.
Yep.
And I'm just eating them, and before I realize it, I've finished the package, and I almost don't even remember going into the store and buying these donuts.
Right. Same. Like I'll go to the store to get groceries or get like milk or something at night or whatever, and then I'll
get
come
a
out.
pie. I'll get a Hostess pie.
I have a package of M&Ms or candy bar, and I eat it, and I'm like, why the fuck did I eat that? I wasn't hungry. Like I didn't need that. And then, it's just shit like that. And I was out of that for a long time. Then I was like, oh well, I've been good. I can have a candy bar. Then I have candy bars every day for a month, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? So
I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, it's just all about reframing it. And it's like, I like candy bars, I like sugar, but I also like, being alive and not hurting and being overweight and like not struggling to breathe. And I remember what it was like when I was, 320 pounds, and it was not fun. And
right.
I did not like walking up the stairs and feeling winded. I did not like, hurting all the time. And thankfully I'm not that heavy. I'm in the 240s, which is not super terrible for my height and stuff like that, but it's definitely not where I want to be.
Right.
My whole goal was like stay in the 210 to 220 some range. Like that, I'm happy there. I feel like I look good there and I feel good there. When I was 195, I felt great, but I was like, I'm really skinny right now.
Yeah. There is a company that is working with the was it G1LP or GLP-1s or whatever? Ozempic.
Oh, Ozempic, yeah.
And that stuff.
Yeah.
And they're working, it's not steroids. It's, I'm going to say it's steroids. It's not steroids though.
But something
I'm
like
only
that,
saying it because I don't know how to explain it. And I can't remember what it's called. I sent the article to my doctor and she thought it was really cool. You know what I mean? And really interesting. It's going to be a long time before this gets to human trials.
Yeah.
But they're testing on monkeys right now. And they're doing 3 blind tests. It's like RegenePro, or they're a legitimate company, like a real biochemical company. You know what I mean? And anyways, they're working on this Ozempic stuff, and they have 3 groups. They have a group of monkeys that are just on a normal diet, right? And then they have a group of monkeys that are on Ozempic by itself, or stop looking at me, dog. Like a GL1P. And then they have this group of monkeys that are on this GL1P, I think that's what it is, and they're steroid. It's not a steroid,
but yeah,
I just can't remember what it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
But it's an additional supplement. Let's put it that way. That's better. An additional supplement. So that Ozempic stuff is great at helping you lose weight. But it also, you lose muscle mass of up to 20%.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a ton.
And you need that muscle mass when you are older, like in your golden years. That's the difference between you walking with just a cane or using a walker or a wheelchair or being able to walk around like normal, So those monkeys are just that, are experiencing that. They're losing weight, but they're also losing like 20% of their muscle mass.
Yeah.
Then the ones that are not on anything are not experiencing. They're just normal, right? Some of them are a little overweight. Some of them are losing weight because they are on a diet. They're all on the same diet. They're all on a diet, so they're losing like 7% of their body fat. You know what I mean? Not gaining or not losing muscle mass. And then the third group that are on this supplement with the GL1P are losing like 14% of their body fat, but then they're gaining like 15% muscle mass.
Nice.
It's crazy. It is so crazy. And I was like, I learned about it from this YouTube channel, and I was like, oh, this is, you never know, right? But then I read about it, and I'll send, if you're interested, I'll send you the link.
Yeah, send it to me. I'd like to shoot that.
It's really, really interesting, and it's like, it's like I could think of these people that have been working out their whole life, and then all of a sudden there's going to be like this miracle drug that just, I'm on this, and it just, look at me.
Like steroids, but hopefully not give you the tiny balls and roid rage.
Yeah, it's not steroids though. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's super crazy.
Yeah, it's like sci-fi.
Yeah.
Because I'm diabetic, I can get Ozempic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my health insurance will actually pay for it.
That's awesome.
And do everything.
If it's what you need, yeah, but you don't need it right now.
She's like, I'm definitely a candidate if I want to get it, just because of, so then I don't have to take metformin. But I'm just like, I don't want to lose 20% of my muscle mass.
Right. You want to keep that muscle mass. Yeah. When I was dropping all that weight, I had to walk a lot and work out more just so I wouldn't lose muscle mass, because I didn't want to be weak.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty. Yeah. It's pretty intense.
It is intense.
Okay, not to be depressing. So, how's it going with your comics?
What's
been going on? I know you've been selling online. You said you're gonna make me a PDF so I can.
Yeah. I'm working on
what you did.
Yep. So anyone who's followed me on social media or the website for the last, probably since like 2024, has seen that I've been releasing at least one full issue comic a month. Mostly, well, I'm doing, since January 2025, I've been releasing 2 full issues a month. I do.
This is the Jonly Nonly, or
so different multiple series. So I've got Jonly Nonly coming out once a month. So every month on the first Wednesday of the month, a new issue drops. But I'm also posting the pages for that issue on my website, ytco.net. So every day of the month, a new page will come out. So you could read the whole thing on the website, and you can go pick up the book if you want to. And that comes out every month. And I think this month is issue 13. Well, actually, you know what? It's February. Issue 14, the cover just dropped today, and then you'll be able to buy it on Wednesday. And so every day this month, the new page will come out. And this month's issue is a haunted house horror issue of Jonly Nonly.
Nice.
But I also have an issue of YTCO Daily, which
are these new? Not to bug you, but are these new issues
of Jonly Nonly?
Yeah.
Yes, everything past issue 11 is brand new. So 11 was in November of last year, and that was the first brand new issue of all new stuff, new artwork.
Which one am I in?
I don't remember. I've written like 28 issues now, so I don't know which one you're in. I have to look.
I'm only in one. Whatever.
I mean, be more important in my life. Jeez. You're in the promotional work, the promotional stuff for it, which I'll talk about in a minute. No, so I got Jonly Nonly every month coming out, all new stuff, new artwork from JB Pinotes and myself, and then all new writing, new story, new adventures and stuff like that. A lot of cool cameos and fun, weird stuff going on there. But then I also have every month, I have YTCL Daily coming out, which I did YTCL Daily in 2016. I've kind of kept up with it over the years. I'm doing it again this year, where I just basically hand draw, letter, color, and everything, a little one-page comic every day. And I have an issue of that. I made a bunch of themed issues because there was like little sub-series in it that I did, like political nonsense, you might be an asshole if, have you ever, type kind of things. So I have an issue of those coming out every other month. I started that in 2024, I think it was. And then on the opposite months, I have an issue of the Funny 20 coming out, which is a 20-page issue or comic that collects like just pages from the massive 5,000 pages of comics I've done over the last 20-some years. And it kind of puts them into a little single issue of 20 pages. And then at the end of each year, I've released 2 of them so far, but I have a collected book of the 6 issues of the Funny 20 and then another one of the 6 issues of the YTCO Daily book into a little, I have one over there somewhere, but little like printed books that people can get.
Yeah.
And then I print up the issues of Jonly Nonly as well, like the collected volumes, which right now we're on volume or chapter 3 is what's publishing right now. And that's most of the print stuff. I have some one-off stuff I've done since then. I did a comic book called Jeef is a Stupid Name, which was just a 48-page comic of a character named Jeef who has a dumb name and then adventure. It's really stupid, but it makes me laugh. I've got other stuff coming out.
What's your supplement for Supernatural, baby?
It's my what?
you were writing you did a prequel with that with the Easter Bunny.
So it's outlined and I've written the first 6 pages of it.
Yeah, you were all excited about it.
I am excited about it. It's in my list of things to work on. I work on it every now and then. I just gotta get other stuff first. I have to get Eynes 2 out first, man. Okay.
How long has that been?
So what I'm doing with Eynes 2. So I made I think you saw him, but I made a little Ashcan series for Eynes Book 1 where I put on the website each month right now this year a little PDF of like each individual story from Eynes Book 1 and then behind the scenes information, the script, and a bunch of like extra information about that story each month. And there's 10 of them. So I've got it set to where one comes out every month until October. And then I'm doing this to kind of force myself to try and get Eynes 2 ready to go by October. So I can, when the last one comes out, I can push the release of Eynes Book 2. And I've been working on it. I've been coloring some of the pages and working on the ordered structure of the story and stuff like that. So it is as of right now, it looks like it's going to happen. At the end of the
Eynes
year.
2, let's talk about this. Eynes 2 is going to be another anthology that because so people who, if you don't know, the Eynes anthology came out a while ago. Let's just say a while ago. Like, was it pre-COVID or post-COVID?
It was pre-COVID, actually.
Okay, so and it's an anthology that has how many stories was in the book?
10. 10,
and does that include the story that weaves through the book?
Yes, there's 9 stories, and then one story that weaves them all together.
Yeah, and so the second one going to be the same, or is it going to be? So do you have separate artists in? Well, last time, did you have? Yeah, you had separate artists and separate writers.
Yep, and then
you created the tree. I created
the tree. I did the story editing for it. I help with the writing structure of the stories to make sure they all fit into the universe, and then the characters, stuff like that. And then artists come in. And
my first published comic work is in that book.
It is Nancy Eynes, which we need to expand on that story.
Which people liked.
They did. People loved it. People thought it was one of the best stories in the book. Which is
only
why
3 pages.
Which is why we need to do more.
Do
more. But yeah. It's going to be similar. So there's 4. The whole thing is four books, and all 4 books are done the same way. There's going to be 9 stories, and then a 10th story that weaves through the 9 stories. And I have the 10 stories. Well, I have the 9 stories picked out for book 2, and I have 9 stories I think picked out for book 3, and then book 4 has 1 or 2 stories in it so far. And I have I have to write the weaving story between them, and then the stories that are in book 2. Some of them are done. Just need to be lettered, and artwork for out of the 9, I think artwork for 6 of them are done. Just have to do coloring and lettering on them and final edits. So it is in progress, and it is getting a lot closer to being done. I just need to get my ass in there and do it.
Yeah, it's tough, man. You got to balance a lot.
Yeah,
to get to that point where you're able to do that.
It's a lot of work, but I love it. And I really want to get book 2, and I want to get the whole series done, so all 4 volumes are done, and the story is done. Because I have some ideas for side stuff for Eynes that I want to do, but I can't in good faith do any of those until I get all 4 of those issues done. So that's my plan. Who knows? Maybe it'll drop to 3 issues, and I'll just wrap it up in a trilogy, and then work on the other stuff because I'm excited for it. Who knows?
Well, yeah, I'm working on 3 and 4, so I can release them at once.
Yeah,
and then I want to get, and I have some other ideas within that I want to do with the supernatural baby detective, the whole story arc.
Yeah, I'm excited to get.
And I want to try to redevelop it for some other medium as well.
Am I doing? Are you having me do the lettering for 3 and 4 still? We talked about that before.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that because I actually like lettering books. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I find enjoyment.
Yeah, it should be good. Well, that's not. It's going to be great. I'm not.
It's going to be great.
I shouldn't say it should be good. It's going to be great because I mean, there's a lot that's going on to wrap, to get going and to show where things are moving to.
It's a fun universe for sure.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's different.
I don't know if you know this, but Frank Solomon makes a cameo appearance in Jonly Nonly.
Oh, that's right.
It'll actually be
that to me.
He'll be in the issue. So he makes a couple appearances, but one of the ones he's going to be in is issue 16, which will come out later this year. It's a Bake Off. It's like a Great British Bake Off parody, and he's in like the audience judge area.
Oh, hilarious! Is it?
Yeah.
Is it Baby Frank or is it?
No,
Old Man Frank?
It's Old Man Frank for that one.
Nice.
Yeah. So it'll be cool. And then he's in. He makes an appearance in issue 15 as well. He's a background character in the It's not to give spoilers, but issue 15 takes place in an office building. It's like an office parody. Not really an office parody, but kind of. But there's a section of it where the office gets turned into like a beach themed like hot tub bikini like working office, and he's one of the guys playing pool with Sergeant Blinky.
Nice.
Yeah. Look at that. He doesn't talk.
He's in your books
there.
more than I am.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, he's a cooler character than you. Sorry.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a weird question for you. When you're recording, right? Yeah. And we're like looking at do you look at yourself?
I do.
A lot more than you want to admit?
Way more than I want to admit, because I'm always like, how do I look? What do my eyes look like? Am I making stupid ass faces?
Yeah.
All the time. And I hate it.
And then I feel weird if I look at the camera.
I know. If I'm like this, I feel awkward. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Yes. Because it's like, oh, I'm talking to. At least then I'm like looking at you and talking.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. And then if I look at you, I can look at me and
yeah. Yeah, if you see my eyes go back and forth because I'm looking at me, looking at you, looking at me, looking at you.
And then do you go full screen or do you have it windowed?
I have it windowed because I take notes on the side over here of what we talk about now, so we can it makes writing notes for the show easier.
Oh, look at you!
I try.
I don't even begin to do that kind of stuff. I should.
I know.
I got a dog on my lap.
Nice.
This poor dog, man. Yesterday, I was like, she was in my bed. I looked down, I saw this little black dot, and I was like, went to pull it off, and it started moving. I was like, oh, that's a flea. Oh. And so I got her off the bed, obviously, because you don't want that. No. And then I go, and all of a sudden I'm looking, and she's got 2 black spots on her back, and they're just a crap ton of fleas, dude.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, this poor dog.
Yeah.
And so I went straight to the pet store, and I got flea spray, flea shampoo, and a flea comb, and one of the things that that you put in the middle of their shoulder blades, the drop front line, whatever. And first I sprayed where all they were, and it killed them like that. It was kind of crazy. And then I got her in the bathtub, gave her a massive flea bath, and then took that comb and just combed out. I don't even know how many. And then I had a dream about it, which was even grosser.
Yeah. Oh.
And it was, I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh.
Poor puppy.
Now she's good. She's got no fleas, huh? None at all. We got all of them. Yeah.
To go back to our topic of our books real quick.
Yeah.
I was, so we did Grit City together in 24, which was a lot of fun. And then I did it last year without you. And I gotta say, I was sad you weren't there.
You didn't tell me until like a week before.
No. I told you way before when I booked it, because I even showed you the text of me telling you about it, and then I reminded you a week before.
I didn't see that.
I told you when I booked it and everything like that. But it was very sad because I didn't have any copies of your books to sell. I only had my personal copy, and then.
But you did better this time.
I did amazing at that show.
I think what you think it was where we were at.
I don't know.
Felt like we had a really good spot, but
yeah, we had a great spot last year.
Or was there just more traffic this year?
There was a lot of traffic, but like I had a lot of people recognize us, and they recognized the banner, and they recognized my books and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Like I had a couple people come up who like were backers for Eynes, and they came in and asked about the new Eynes book and bought some other stuff, and then I had people who had bought a copy of Memoirs at 2024, and then came back and bought the next 2 volumes, at that show too.
Nice.
And I made these bundle packs in a bag.
I got pictures of Johnny selling his first copy of Memoirs. Yep, that was awesome.
That was awesome. But I made these bundles. I made these 3 bundles to sell. I made an Eynes bundle, a Jonly Nonly bundle, and like a bundle of like all my stuff. And those sold pretty well at the show too, which is great.
Nice.
But yeah, I did really well. I made a lot of contacts. I sold a lot of stuff there. That was by far my best show I've ever done. Of selling stuff. I had Tegan there as a helper, and we sold a ton of shit. And then I did 3 other shows that last year. I did 3 craft shows with my mom. All 3 of them I did really good at, which is crazy because I sold a bunch of books at craft shows. Because I did a bunch of my mom and my sister do like holiday craft shows to sell like stuff they crochet and things they make. And I've been doing the last 2 years. I got a booth next to them and was selling books. And the first time I did it, all I had was like artwork and a couple of books. But this last year, I had all the stuff I have, and I didn't put out the Jonly Nonly stuff. I put out the Jonly Nonly tray, but not like the books because I don't think a craft show is the right place for that. But I did sell a bunch of Eynes and Memoirs, and I actually had copies of the Funny 20 and White to See How Daily there, and I sold those too. A couple people bought a copy of the Funny Hundy book that I printed off only because it had a unicorn on the cover. And I was like, I'll take it. That's cool. But yeah, I sold that. I sold some artwork. I've been doing these. I have these 2 new series I do, and it's more of like it's not really a comic series, but it's like an idea series where one of them is I draw robots, kind of like random robots, and sketch them out. And one of them is monsters. So I like to draw robots. I like to draw monsters. So I made a series called Poorly Designed Robots, which is just, robots I design that don't make any sense. And then I have another one called Big Dumb Scary Monsters, or for short, it's BDSM. And for that one, I draw monsters.
That's I love that.
Yeah. So I draw monsters, and then at the show, I decided to at one of the shows, I decided to like cut them out of my book, and I put them in little seeds, and I put them on the table and sold them. And I sold a bunch of the artwork for those monsters, which I was like kind of shocked for. I was like, oh, people want to buy these random artwork drawings that I do because I've done hundreds of them now.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to see them, they release once a day on my website and on Instagram, so you can see them every day.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so I was selling those, and I sold some actual original artwork. I didn't sell any prints. I always forget to put prints out that I have because I forget that I have.
You need to put your link to that once a day image.
Yeah, I'll put it in the show notes wherever that's going to be.
Yeah, that'll be good.
But if you just go to y2cl.net, or if you go to Instagram and just search Y2CL, you'll find me. You'll see I'm posting there every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, those have been fun. But the shows were great, and like I'm planning out shows for this year. I already have a booth at Grit City paid for 2026. So here's your official notice that I have a fucking booth at Grit City, a corner booth already.
My luck will do shitty.
Right? You'll be
every
there
time I don't show, you do well, and you'll be like, "Dude, you're not going ever again."
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here!
I'll just give you the books to sell.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm looking at other shows to do. Like I had a line to do Emerald City this year, but they wanted like almost $2,000 for a table, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. And then I did the math for it. I'm like, well, with 4 days, I will probably sell enough money. I could probably sell enough stuff to make that back, but. 1, I just don't have that to dump into a show right now. And 2, that's a lot of faith to jump into a show with, because I almost made that much at Grit City by itself in 1 day. So
holy moly.
Yeah. I made a little over half of that at Grit City, which was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Which is more than I expected to make. Cause I told her before, like for the most part,
I think we made like $40 that first time.
Right. I don't super care how much I make at shows, because for me, a lot of the shows is like we make a lot of contacts.
Well, it's just getting out there,
and it's fun. And I've met a lot of people, and I have met a lot of fans and people who become fans because they see it there, then they go read it and they come back to the next show and they buy something. So it's always like, it takes time to build that audience, which I get. But I just couldn't dump it out. But like I want to do Rose City this year too, I think, down in Oregon, because that's a great show. I've done it before and I did well there. Last time I did Rose City, I had no books. I had books that I printed in 2016, 2017 that were just, I still have some there, but I'm not selling anymore because they're not very good. They are, by not very good, I mean, they're like, they weren't printed very well. And like there's some like problems with them. But I had those, and then I had prints, and I did pretty good. I made my table back plus a little bit on just prints and stuff at Rose City. So I want to do it again because I like going down there. But I gotta like see how much it costs. They haven't opened up the applications yet, and like decide, do I want to do Artist Alley or do I want to do a booth? Because Artist Alley is cheaper, but if you're going to go with me, it's cheaper for us to get a booth or for us both to buy an Artist Alley table.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool.
And then I'm doing more craft shows with my mom too, so those are fun.
Yeah, that's funny. Over on the peninsula, did the craft shows do pretty well on the peninsula?
Yeah, they do great, and I'm gonna do some over there. And my mom's gonna come to where I'm at, and we're gonna hopefully do some in this neck of the woods too.
Look at this dog, man. She's just sitting there. She's just chilling.
Just chilling like a villain.
So funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Next podcast. I don't know when we're gonna do it. Is it going to be... Well, let's do it soon because I have an idea.
Yeah, this week.
Let's compare and contrast the Snyder Superman to the Gunn Superman movies. Okay. And then let's take it one step further, though. Let's say what each one got right and what each one got wrong. And then let's put up a point system on...
I like it.
Who got more right, who got more wrong, that kind of stuff. And we'll go for the... I have an idea what you and I will... based on our conversations, what we know, but let's make it more difficult having to look at certain things in a different lens to say, okay, this they got right.
I like
in my mind, they got this right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I like.
And there's no wrong answers. Well, there's wrong, but there's no super wrong because it's
yeah,
it's a comic book. it's comics.
It's fucking comics.
Well, it's movies.
Yeah.
It's movies based on a comic. And how many different writers has Superman had in the last, how long has he been around? Almost 100 years? 90 years?
Since 1938. So.
Well, see, we're coming up on 90 years.
Yeah.
So, how many different writers have written towards the evolution that is Superman? So and when you have that, there's so many different levels that you can look at it and say, okay, and really, like you've told me in the past, if so and so is fighting so and so, who wins? Well, who's writing it?
Who's writing it? Yeah, exactly. Who's writing it?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's core values of the character that have been developed over the years that have stayed the same, right? The core truth of the character is there since pretty much you can say the first 5 to 10 years of a character is like developing those core values, and since then they've kept those, The good stories keep those values. The bad ones don't. Right.
Right. Well, there's something to think about right there.
Yeah. No, I am super excited for that because that's a good. I've already written it down in my notes for next time.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. I think we can get back to some basics that we used to. I don't know for the one person that might be listening to this.
Hi, Dennis.
Right, the one person that might be listening to this. We used to do a lot of comic book. Specifically going over comics and comic books and characters and all that fun stuff. Yeah. And we used to have some pretty heated we had an argument one time where Johnny said, turn this off.
I kind of wish we had that recording, though. I kind of wish we didn't stop. We could have that conversation.
You were so frustrated.
Well, I was in San Francisco, and I was just so mad. I was so fucking mad. But
that was awesome.
That was pre-therapy, Johnny. So, now I'm better.
It's pre-therapy?
Mm-hmm. I do therapy now, so it's better.
It's so funny.
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, this is a good. I'm glad we did this today. I'm glad we made time for it. Let's find a time this next week to do that. I'm going to start making notes because I'm excited for that.
All right.
That's it.
I think today is a soft reboot. That's what I'm calling this.
Yeah.
And then when we record this again in a year, It'll be another soft reboot.
Right.
But for now,
that's our new show. We're Spoiler Country, home of the soft reboot.
yeah, home of the soft reboot. What's up?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I was.
All right, guys.
Hold on, wait. I was listening to some of our old episodes because I've been putting them up on scpod.net because I'm getting us all back online. And we used to end every show with our tagline.
Open the mind.
Open the mind.
Yeah.
Read more. We should do that again.
Yeah.
I like that tagline.
That's what I was literally getting ready to say that.
Oh, well, shut the fuck up, John. Sorry.
And you're like, wait. I don't think I've ever stopped doing that tagline.
We haven't done the last couple of episodes we've done. We didn't do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy because I love that tagline, not because it's about comics, just in general. People need to read to expand. It's the easiest way to expand your universe without going anywhere.
Yep. And if you go to scpod.net, you can go to our store there and you can buy a T-shirt that says it on it that I designed, which is pretty cool. I have one. I have a couple of them.
Bam.
It's a great shirt.
All right.
Anyways,
I think we're out. So open the mind.
Read more.